God.
He got it! He's gonna try and take down this Juno. Artillery shell's gonna be coming out, and he does get the pick! Yep. Nice counter! Evangelos again in shake! What is going on here?
Half. And the game goes to the Pioneers, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, Pio Nation, everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful time. My name is Matt Williamson.
My name is Magic Ninja 107 here.
And you are watching Marietta College Esports. Tonight, we are doing something special to you here, those who are watching on Twitch. We are live right now at the Gathering Place. So everyone watching, let's hear some noise. All right, so tonight we have our Overwatch team. They're going to be playing their final regular season match against Grand Valley State University. Right now, the Pioneers are 3-3, if I remember correctly.
They're 500.
Yeah, I think they're 500. Actually, what is the actual score? I had it up here.
Well,
They're 3-2. I'm sorry,
3-2.
guys. I apologize.
Well, 3-2, but still, you know, playoff on the line.
Yeah, so you're 3-2. Grand Valley State right now is 2-3. So yes, there are playoff implications for this match. If the Pioneers win, they are guaranteed that playoff spot.
Yes.
So right now, everyone's in the lobby. So we're going to go over a couple things. So let's go over the roster for everyone who's watching on Twitch right now. So we're just going to go over the starting lineup down the row. And we need to update that support because Zach is not support anymore. But that's okay. When do we not have technical issues with the stream? But we're going to have at DPS Junior, Zachary, OP Neve Simpkins. We're also going to have at DPS Senior Jeffrey Portal Runner. I can't talk. This is what happens when I have not really streamed a match in like 6 months.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, we will have Senior Jeffrey Portal Runner Dolby. At support, we'll also have Senior Eric Juggernaut Schnegg. We will also have at support freshman Soul, Your Mama's Joe Briggs. And we'll also have at tank sophomore Ben being at the Hun Morris. And of course, we got to give shout outs to our couple of our coaches, our Overwatch coach, Bailey Matheny, and our head coach, Derek Games. Give them a round of applause, everyone. All right. So we are still waiting for the match to actually get started. So we're going to go over a couple quick announcements. So first of all, thank you everyone who is watching right now live on Twitch. There are a whole variety of ways to support our program, whether it's following our program, but you can also subscribe to our Twitch channel, which does directly support our program. Now, I will mention that if you have Amazon Prime, there is this wonderful thing called Prime Gaming, where if you connect your Amazon Prime account to a free Twitch account, you do get a free sub that you can use every month that you would be able to use to help support the esports program at no cost to you. And that gives you some perks like emotes, access to our Discord server with the special chats, and just the satisfaction of knowing that you're able to help our program. So thank you so much for that support. Of course, we are always recruiting for our esports program. We have a whole plethora of titles, and we've introduced a couple new ones for this semester. So we have Counter-Strike, we have Fortnite, we have League of Legends, we have Marvel Rivals, we have Overwatch, we have Rainbow Six, we have Rocket League, we have Super Smash Brothers, and we have Valorant. And did I hear something about a PS5 in the room where maybe we'll be introducing some new sports titles coming in the fall?
Madden, college football.
So we have a whole lot of opportunities for you to be a part of our program. So, of course, we have our facility here. We have coaches. And, of course, there are scholarships available. So for more information, you go to our link tree. Speaking of those scholarships, we do have tryouts for that. So we do both in-person and online tryouts. So we've had quite a few of the in-person tryouts throughout the year, but there are still a couple more opportunities if you are thinking about trying out for a scholarship here at Marietta College Esports. So our next in-person tryouts will actually be a week from tomorrow, Saturday, March 28th, which is part of the Navy Blue and White Day. So if you are planning to visit during that day and you wanted to try out for a scholarship to be a part of the program, please be sure to sign up for that. We'll also have another in-person tryout on Saturday, April 18th. So you can fill out our recruitment inquiry form at bit.ly/mcrecruit. schedule for the tryouts at bit.ly/MC Esport tryouts, and then join our Discord server at bit.ly/Pio Discord. Now, we're always finding ways to reach out for high school students, so we have our head coach here once again. You can wave hi and say hi to Derek. Bye. But he's been talking to a variety of schools to talk about what our program has available for you. So if you are a high school esports coach, or you know of high schools that would like to learn more about an esports program, please be sure to reach out to Derek. He'd be more than happy to talk to you about what we can provide for you. All right, so we are getting things set up. Let's go ahead and pull up the maps. This is going to be a best of 5, and right now the first map is going to be Legion Tower. If you're not familiar with that, it is a control map where basically the teams are going to be competing for a central spot. First to 2 points in this map will win that map. And I have been so out of shoutcasting an Overwatch match that we now have hero bans. So apparently Domina has been banned by the Pioneers. I take it the other team gets the ban as well.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works as well. That is a little bit of how it works with the bans and everything. Right now, we're going to ban Domina. I assume that they're going to ban somebody, but Domina is, of course, one of the new tanks that was released.
Looks like it's going to be Cassidy. Yeah. They're going to be banning.
Cassidy will be the next ban as well, but one of the new tanks that was released alongside the Talon takeover with Emery, along with Emery, Jetpack Cat, and all that. So we've seen... Honestly, I'm very excited to see what the Pioneers are going to have to offer, especially with that Cassidy ban. So, will we see a Vendetta be played? Will we see possibly a Jetpack Cat even be played today?
Yeah, well, I have no idea at this point. But right now, I think we're just going to be waiting for the ready checks. So hopefully we'll have things underway. We'll mention a couple other events that's going on. We don't have graphics for those just yet. We will be having our next fundraising stream in a couple weeks. It will actually be 2 weeks from today, if I remember correctly. So we'll be getting more information out that on our social media channels in a little bit. So if you're not following us right now on Facebook or Instagram or X, then please be sure to do that. Looks like ready checks are coming in, so I'm going to stop talking about announcements, and we're going to be starting here in just a matter of seconds. So entering the game. All right. And here we go, folks. We are doing our first map of the best of 5, Marietta College versus Grand Valley State University. Once again, this is Legion Tower. And if you want to go closer to the control point, so those who are watching here live can see what's going to happen. So this spot right here is going to be the control point. Both teams are going to be heading towards it and take control. And once they have possession of it, the percentage score will be going up, and the first to 100% will win this round. Yes. But it is a best of 3 as far as rounds are concerned. All right. Now, for those who are watching, just so you guys are aware that we are on a 3-minute stream delay. Just so we can preserve competitive integrity, but also because it is a live match at the Gathering Place, we're only going to be talking about information about our team. We're not going to say much about the opponent, also to preserve competitive integrity. Okay, so it looks like Pioneers are going to be going with a pretty standard composition. OPNeast is going to be on Sojourn. Portal Runner will be on Symmetra. Bina Hun is going to be on Zarya. Juggernaut is going to be playing Kiriko, and your Mama Joe is going to be playing on Juno.
Hello, a swap to one of the newer heroes, Vendetta. Here.
A very quick swap with the Vendetta. Do we have music going on in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's fine.
All right, we'll fix that in between maps, between rounds. But all right, Pioneers are heading towards the point. A lot of damage is going out. Portal Runner does end up falling to Kiriko for Grand Valley State. So they're not going to have to fall back because they are down a person waiting for Portal Runner to spawn. But OPNeast is going to fall. But your Mama Joe is going to be looking to try to contest, but he's going to get taken down.
Yeah, now we're just moving back here. You can see it.
Yeah, they're going to just fall back and have to regroup. When you have so many people down, you do not want to stagger.
No. That is basically suicide for them.
Yep.
You can see Portal here. You can see Portal on the Vendetta, one of the newer heroes that came with that Talon takeover, the sword. If you're familiar with Blade from Marvel Rivals, that's kind of the moveset that we're working with here.
All right, looks like going to be rotating around. OPNeast looking to try to get some damage, getting a little bit onto the sword, and does get a huge pick. And that's going to be the opportunity for Mary to come in. Looking for the Echo, takes down the Echo. That's 2 down. Nice. Looking for 3. They're already onto the point, trying to contest it. See if they can take it away from Grand Valley State. It's going to get hooked. but Beanahana is going to be staying up, trying to get that Roadhog down, and that's another 2 down for Grand Valley State.
gosh.
Marietta's going to be looking for that Roadhog, not going to get it. They're going to get the point back.
Holy cow, Portal Runner just absolutely ruthless with the Vendetta, swinging the sword. Doesn't matter if he's playing Genji or Vendetta, he swings the sword and things happen.
All right, so Grand Valley State did get their point to 44%, but Marietta's got it back. They're going to be trying to claim, and all right, so it looks like Grand Valley State is going to be heading towards in. There's that Roadhog leading the way. There's that blade coming out for Portal Runner, trying to get some damage out.
Here we go, an ult, possibly ult here.
Yeah, and here comes the ult for OP Knees. Does he get anything? Trying to fire this fully charged shot. Takes some hits, has to retreat. Looking for the Echo. Gets a huge hit on the Echo, but not enough to finish off the Echo.
Exactly. Call's coming out.
Big pick by Juggernaut.
Right as I swap over too. Holy.
Yeah.
Portal's gonna die. Portal's down.
Yeah, that's fine. But we're going to swap over. Bean is going to be, and here comes an ultimate by...
Double 3 ultimates.
Yeah, Grand Valley State is popping everything they got to try to get the point back. So Pioneers are going to have to retreat.
I'm sorry, I saw through that. Woo.
All right, so Pioneers do get the point to about 52% before Grand Valley State takes over. But they did use quite a bit of ults. But right now we see the Pioneers have almost three ultimates online. I would expect... So I think we need to keep a close eye on Portal Runner.
Exactly.
I think we're going to see a big play from him.
Exactly. Of course, with the new ult being the way that it is as well. Of course, we're going to see the first of the Kitsune Rush coming out here. The Bray will be up next for Your Mom is Joe. And we will also see Portal Runner's ult, but it misses there.
Yeah, but it's still a 1-for-1 trade. But Marietta's got to get onto the point to contest it. So
They're calling for the hog there. They wanted that hog down.
He's going to get hooked, trying to get some damage out. Has his Gravitron ready if he needs to pop it.
There's the counter ult coming out there.
But he is going to fall. But right now, and Pioneers are dropping 1 by 1, trying to get the point back, but they're not able to do so.
Team wipe.
Yeah, Valid points at 90%. I don't know if the Pioneers are going to be able to get back to this point in time.
I don't think so, but you know, we got next point, we got one more match.
They're gonna try. They're gonna rush over as quickly as they can to see if they can contest onto that point. But Grand Valley State is going to do everything they can to keep them off that point.
Surge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and the objective is secure. So Grand Valley State will take the first point, but there's still quite a few rounds to go. Let's see if we can get the music up and going here. See why the music is.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that's much better.
Like it.
All right, actually maybe lower it just a little bit, maybe not at 100%.
Okay, here, let me fix that real quick.
Yeah, let's put it about 75.
That works.
That's fine.
Okay, next
All right,
point.
There we go. All right. So let's try this again. So here in this round, it's still Legion Tower. This is going to be the point that they're going to be trying to claim.
Exactly, and as we've seen before, Portal Runner is we've seen this before. Portal Runner started off on the I want to say that's Symmetra, and then swapping over there. That's because of the teleporter. It was the same reason with Lucio, where you pop your thing, where you pop your speed boost and then get back out.
Yep. All right, we already see Portal Runner onto the point, ready to contest it in 10 seconds when the when the point unlocks, and a big hook there by Lunar onto Juggernaut. But your Mama Joe is able to get a re-kill onto the Sojourn. So now it's a 4v4.
And there's the call to let them have it and just get onto this point. The team captain, of course.
Yeah, so they do get the point, but now they're going to fall back.
Oh, yeah. Sticky bombs right there.
Yeah, they're gonna use that ground, that cover to stay alive. But right now, they just want to hang on to that point as long as possible.
Hog
big hit there. They take down 2 already. Looking for 3, but a big hook there by. OP Needs takes down the Echo.
Oh my gosh, that block from Portal Runner kind of saved his life there.
Pioneers have the point at 20%, and they're holding very strong. OP Needs is already at 84% toward his ult charge. He might have it ready for this next fight.
Yeah, this is huge for the Pioneers.
All right, Grand Valley State is contesting another hook there by the Roadhog, and OP Needs gets taken down, and so does Portal Runner.
Oh, they are calling for this. They are scrambling, leaving Grand Valley, thank you. Scrambling, and Ben's just gonna take the death here, unless he can take someone with him.
No, they're just gonna do the reset at this point. Pioneers are getting it to about 50% is really good for a first contest. But Marietta will regroup. OP Needs has his ultimate ready to go.
He's gonna get his ult up close as well. So this is going to be the ult economy is going. The ult economy is going to have to go in one or the other. Favor.
And those hooks, I mean, just getting onto OP knees like that is really frustrating.
That is.
Because I mean, right now the teams has to wait until OP knees respawns. So right now, I mean, kudos to Lunar with being able to land those hooks on the characters that he needs. So Marietta has to find an answer for that Roadhog.
Yep.
Yeah, and already OP knees taking a big hit. He's healed back up.
Although flank here. This is an interesting. Yeah, what? There comes Portal.
Yeah, trying to take out and take down the Hog, but 2 Pioneers falls. It's a 2-for-1 trade. But OpenE's popping his ultimate, looking for picks. Gets one.
Gets one.
Looking for 2. Does not get it.
Not get 2, but he's still on the point. Still looking for it.
He's
Still looking. Still fighting.
Yeah, he has to fall back up.
That's a huge Suzu from Juggernaut.
So they're going to be coming back in. Already gets it here.
Juggernaut.
Yeah, a great pick. Marietta's going to be looking to contest. They get the point back. Grand Valley State gets it to 58%. So we'll see if Marietta can hold this.
Juggernaut definitely the epitome of silent but deadly.
All right, so we see Portal Runner and Your Mama Joe does have ultimates ready. Mina Hunt almost has his online. So I would expect him to be ready to start coordinating that fight. There comes the Nano right now for Portal Runner. Looking for picks. Already 2 going down the Portal. Looking for 3. That's 4!
Portal with 4.
Is he going to get 5?
I tell you, when Portal has the blade,
he gets 5!
Good stuff.
Oh. But then Echo gets 2 back.
Well, you know what? We have the point back right now.
And there's another ultimate. Marietta is going to have to fall back.
Yep, Mizuki's ultimate. Portal Runner, now we get to actually see what the ult does.
Oh, and a huge hit onto that, taking him down. They are looking to stagger as much as possible to try to keep this point. 95%.
Oh, he almost has his ult back.
Yeah, OpenEase is ready. He's going to, there's the Echo ultimate too. Gonna pop it and try to just take out as many as he can. They lose the point though at 99%. So they're going in trying to pick 3 already down. Looking for more. Gets a 4.
And that's it. That is game, set, and match.
Actually, it's just the second round.
You're right. Game and set for the Pioneers. The Graviton Surge to keep them off the point. It is now 1-1, everybody.
All right, we are. Yes, that deserves a hand. Thank you so much, everyone.
Holy cow! I don't know what I like more. The blade from Portal. I don't know what I like more. That blade from Portal, the ult from Ben at the end there, were just an absolutely perfect gameplay. And you can see, even though you could hear the entirety of them talking about like rotating and everything, I don't know what went on in those comms, but something happened, and now we're back 1-1. It's still a great game to go for. It's still a great game to go. It's still anyone's game, and I don't think we're going to see a swap off, but yeah, we will see for Portal here. But again, Mizuki is again another one of the supports that was just added during this update. The ult is very interesting to play with, but this is going to be very interesting. So,
all right, here they go. So this is for all the marbles on that first map. Already contesting.
Already, you're going to see Lunar's going to swap to the Zarya here. It's kind of, I feel like that's kind of a counter pick as well.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Okay. All right, looking to get some damage. OP needs takes a little bit, but we see Kiriko getting a little bit damage for a nice pick onto by OP knees onto that Kiriko.
Oh no, you cannot do that, man.
Oh yes, you can. He did it.
And he did.
Oh, no, looking for a pick. Yeah, there's 2 already down.
Venture down. Bean getting the 3rd with Mizuki, and now it's just going to be Juggernaut, Ben, OP knees.
So Pioneers will take that point
very quickly here.
Yeah, I mean, all that started with a huge pick there by OP knees onto the Kiriko.
That wasn't a huge pick. That was a snipe.
Yeah.
Holy.
So now they're just going to be waiting here, and now they spot on there, and already a big pick by Bean.
Yeah, Bean here. He's looking for it. Both bubbles are now normally we've heard it before that as Zari, you should never be putting the bubbles on yourself unless it's an absolute emergency. That is how you get your charge. That's how you do more damage with it.
All right, Marietta's going to be falling back a little bit. Yeah, they're just watching for that bottleneck, and we're going to see Portal Runner charging in, but a lot of people getting a little. Your Mom Joe does fall though, so Marietta's going to have to retreat for that. Portal Runner's looking for a pick, trying to get into the Zarya. He's actually looking for the behind the lines. OP knees ends up falling though.
Suzu, but that is not for granted. The Suzu has been wasted for that Juno, and the Venture's down by Portal. Holy smokes, ruthless.
Yeah.
Absolutely ruthless.
Corner will be looking for a play, but OP knees is going to be trying to get back onto it, keep the contesting. Points already at 53%. Marietta is still holding, despite the fact that they are losing people. But OP knees does get a pick.
Double ults here.
Yeah, Portal Runner and Open Knees popping their ults, looking for a big hit. Does not land, but Open Knees takes down 2.
I don't know what's going on with him, but don't put him on a hit scan or you're gonna messed up.
Shop. Do we need to say it? Do we need to say it? OP Knees.
Yep.
Is OP.
Let's go. Oh man, Portal and OP Knees combining the two senior members on the team combining for a couple kills.
OP Knees is actually a junior.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They've been
the veteran.
The veteran.
There we go.
That's the word. The veteran.
Another big pick, 1-for-1 trade there. Portal Runner getting a big hit.
Watch this.
Juggernaut gets one down, but he's going to end up falling, so it's a trade of Kiriko's. But OP Knees is going to fall, but Portal Runner looking to get as much damage, being extremely low in health, but he does not care.
He's still chugging along. 97.
Yeah, they do. Grand Valley State does get the point back, but Marietta gets it to 97%.
Exactly.
So if they can win one more team fight and get the point back, they will take this map.
Exactly. I can't watch this. Portal Runner's just. I don't know if it's the live atmosphere, but the Pioneers are activating here.
Yeah. I mean, 3 ultimates are ready to go by the Pioneers.
Yeah,
and there's the Gravitron right now by Bean, taking a whole lot of damage. They're trying to capture.
Oh, that's everybody.
Juggernaut takes down 2. Bean does end up falling, but it's a true for 1 right now. Portal Runner takes down a 3rd. So there's only 2 people left. There's 4 down for Grand Valley State. And OP Knees takes down the 5th and final member of Grand Valley State.
No.
That is a team kill. They'll claim the point. They'll claim the map and this round.
Oh. Holy cow. And just for the cherry on top, the Ana takes out the final one. What was that?
That's okay. So the Pioneers will take that 2-1. Play the game. Goes to Portal Runner.
You see the Potok
Let's
here.
take a look here. What is it?
Swinging his blade. It's going to be this one. You're going to see this ult is going to be that. The nano and the just regular fire. You can see that as soon as those hits start to come in, that little meter right there, that 5, his attack starts to speed up.
Yeah, so that was a great job by the Pioneers. We'll just go to the, that's perfectly fine. But yeah,
wow.
Great job there, going 2-1.
Exactly, especially after losing that first point. They didn't give anything. You can see that right there. They got back into it. They persevered, and just a couple good plays from the veteran members. And, you know, I gotta admit, your Mama's Joe's having the time of his life right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the themes that we have been emphasizing for the past couple of years now about the Pioneers persevering, where if things don't go your way, you persevere on, you learn from it, you improve, and that's what we saw from the Overwatch team. They did not win that first round, but they were able to learn from it and recollect themselves, and were able to take the other 2 rounds. So now they're up 1-0 in this best of 5 series. So right now, we're going to take just a minute here because they're going to be picking the next map and bans.
Yeah.
So that's going to take just a couple minutes. So we'll just take a quick breather, and once we have things set up, we'll be back in a couple minutes. So don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. We are getting ready checks in for the next map here. So real quickly, we're going to talk. So we see here from our maps that Pioneers won Legion Tower 2-1, but now it's going to be Coloseo for the next map. And while I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the audio, Ian, you want to talk about the hero bands?
Yeah, obviously the hero bands coming on in right now. The hero bands that we picked was Mitsuki. You saw that before. One of the new heroes with the talent takeover coming through, I suppose. And then they banned Zarya, so they're gonna kind of force Ben to get off of that Zarya. But normally he doesn't play Zarya in this map. He usually plays Ramatra. But that's how the ban process works. We're on Coloseo. I believe this is push map. If I'm mistaken. Where we both have a chance to push this robot down one side. I think I'll let you do that.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Sorry, now I remember why the sound wasn't working, because we didn't have the right scene up.
Yep.
But yeah, so with Coloseo is the push map type. So for those of you who are not familiar with it, we have this lovely robot, and we gotta push the robot as far as we can within a certain amount of time. Whoever pushes the robot the farthest wins the map.
Exactly, and again, of course, we were talking about that talent takeover. How about we get another member of the talent takeover near Jetpack Cat being played on the other side as well, and we're going to see Your Mama's Joe swapping off of that to the Ana.
Yep. But, all right, Pioneers are going to be heading straight over to that robot, so that's going to be the big point of contention.
They're just waiting. They're just waiting for anything to happen here.
Yeah, there's that hook coming out. A big pick there. So once again, we're seeing that Roadhog already making plays for Grand Valley State. Marietta has to find a way to adjust this. We see the Havoc coming out for Bean, already taking a lot of damage, but 2 already down. So it's a 2-for-2 trade. Juggernaut taking some damage.
And Jetpack Cat going, yeah, Jetpack Cat's going to get taken out by Your Mama's Joe. I think that's much it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, so the bot right now is being controlled by Grand Valley State. The Pioneers are going to group back up.
Exactly. Group back up, do what they can.
All right. So they're looking out for where that Roadhog is, because they know that he is the biggest threat right now. Corner looking for a pick. Bean's already in.
Gosh.
Another snipe. A 2 down by OP Knees. Juggernaut's trying to take down a 3rd. Nameri's going to go straight for that robot to bring it back over to its side.
You just saw that Jetpack Cat pulling the hog out. He did not want the smoke.
But all right, we see Bean trying to lead the way, looking to take out that Jetpack Cat.
Yeah, no.
Apparently he's not a cat person. Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
But all right, looking for some damage, but Porter Runner does get taken down. Those Pioneers are going to have to tread carefully.
Yep.
But they're going to be trying to contend onto the robot, looking for, the big pick there right there, but still a 2-for-1 in favor of Grand Valley State. And that Roadhog is still causing a lot of havoc onto the Pioneers.
They're going to have to do something about that Roadhog in the upcoming rounds. If they're going to have any chances. Oh, Porter Runner's going to go back to his signature.
All right, he's bringing out the Genji.
Bringing out the blade. Assassin in the backline.
But, all right, so they're going to be, we're going to see Porter Runner looking to make a play from the side, but he's going to get spotted out.
They don't like that.
It's go time.
All right, we see the ultimate coming out from OP Knees, but it gets taken down immediately. Porter Runner is able to avenge OP Knees' death. So they're going to try to get a pick onto that Roadhog, getting down to half health, but he's not going to go down. Porter Runner is going to be able to take down Venture, though.
You can see that the ante is back, and you can hear it right now. Ben and Portal combining for 1 and 2, and yeah, right now the bot's in neutral space.
Yeah, Marietta needs to look to try to claim it, but it's right now being contested. That Roadhog is still over by the side. But they are going to try to push because they are still behind right now. But
Kasune rush.
So this is Marietta's opportunity. It's double Kasune rush for both sides. But right now, Pioneers are up 2-0 in this fight.
Yeah.
3's down. The supports are already falling, but there is that Roadhog getting very low in health. He's going to go down.
That's it. Yep, that's
so that's the opportunity that Marietta needs, and they have taken the lead on this map.
Yeah. While we have a moment here as well, you can see those little above the ammo count right now for Genji. You can see that little blade with the health. That's a perk. That's another part of the new updates. They're kind of modifiers. Think about it like that. What's it like in League terms? Buffs?
Yeah, pretty much.
Legends, yeah.
But, all right, so Marietta is just cruising along, already at 65 meters.
They're gonna want it. He's looking for it. Portal wants this blade. You can see his positioning. He's looking for it.
Yeah, he's gonna look for the back line.
Here we go.
Here goes the blade. What does he get?
1, He'll get one.
He gets two, get three. So three of them have been taken down. OP Knees does end up falling, but they are going to be able to push back Grand Valley State and continue that push.
Yeah, that's why I call him an assassin in the back line. He doesn't matter what he has, but he will find you.
But, all right, so they're going to continue to push along point. Now they're at 80 meters. So this is a very considerable lead, because what's really great about being ahead in this type of map is even if you lose a fight and Grand Valley State is able to take the bot. Oh, wait. So speaking of fight, they're in a fight right now.
Speaking of
Being is trying to gets a nice sleep onto that roadhog, but he gets waken up. Juggernaut is going to fall, but so will Your Mama's Joe. But it's another 2-for-2 trade. Bean and OP Knees taken down to themselves.
Exactly. Oh,
But everyone's very low on health, so Bean and OP Knees has to fall back, and Bean actually does get taken down by Venture. But this is what I was about to say. So even though Grand Valley State has taken the bots, they have to take that bot all the way back to their point, and that just eats up the clock.
Exactly.
So the longer that Marietta can stay ahead, time is on their side at this point.
Exactly. And there, again, you can see that Ben waiting for that. The needler, the alt calling that I like to call the needler, knows Suzu. And look at that wall. That wall is beautiful from him. And as well.
Yeah, although Porter Runner does get taken down, but just trying to keep everyone else alive. Because right now, Marietta has the bot back, or at least contesting, because right now the game is to just eat out the clock as much as possible.
You can see the cast. Oh, cat. Okay, the jetpack cat. Oh.
He's taking Your Mama's Joe away, but Bean the Hunt is able to take down that cat, but two of the Pioneers do end up falling. But Bean the Hunt taking down that Kiriko.
Oh no, this is not okay.
He's looking for more. He's got the Cassidy down.
Yeah, and he should open up a haircut shop with these violent leaps.
Yeah, he ends up falling, but not without taking 4 first.
Holy cow. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah. All right, 4:15 remain in this map. Marietta's up 90-36. And they have control of the robots. So right now they are in a considerable lead in this map. So they're going to be grouping back up. Juggernaut does have Kasune ready to go. Porter Runner almost has Dragon Blade. And Nano is almost up. Going to pop that Kasune. Going to probably looking for a Nano Blade as soon as Porter Runner has his ultimate ready. Although Bean already takes down Cassidy, they're looking for that Roadhog. But Porter Runner does fall, but Openings does take down the Roadhog in the process. And they do take down the Kiriko as well. So that's already 2 down for Grand Valley State. Marietta will continue to push forward with 3:38 remaining in this map. And both Bean and Your Mama's Joe have their ultimates ready at any moment. Bean presses forward, but is going to fall back to get healed back up. Right now, they're going to be grouping up. They're going to be coordinating the next fight. Here's the Deadeye from Cassidy.
Flying Deadeye.
Doesn't get anyone in the process, but OP Knees does end up falling.
They forgot about Ben in the back. Oh, jeez. Never mind about that. Hold on.
Yeah, so they're gonna just fall. Yeah, they didn't really mind it because they took down some of the other Pioneers. But that's okay. Mariotta's gonna fall back. Venture is gonna be looking to try to contest Your Mama's Joe. He's trying to get away, but that wall kind of delayed Your Mama's Joe's death, but it was inevitable at that point. But still, 2:48 remaining. Grand Valley State's pushing forward. Marietta does have that Dragon Blade ready to go. As soon as Your Mama Joe's up, I would anticipate that Dragon Blade anytime now.
Crouching like an assassin, he's ready for this.
All right, so gonna be blocking a little bit. Trying to find the opportunity in the back line, but there's a hook coming out, and Your Mama Joe's gets taken down by the hook, but he's gonna bring out the Dragon Blade anyway without the Nano, but 3 of the Pioneers have fallen. Juggernaut does take down the Cassidy. So not a lot from that Dragon Blade. Unfortunately, is going to get hooked by Lunar from Grand Valley State. And now Grand Valley State is closing the gap. It was a team kill for Grand Valley State. 2:10 remains in this map.
Yeah, they have Jetpack Cat ult.
Yeah, but they do. Marietta still has 2 ults. They have not used Nano. They have not used the Havoc ult. They're going to have to start using. And here comes Nano onto that Havoc.
Hazard.
And he's gonna. Oh, Hazard. Sorry.
Yeah,
Thank you for correcting. And a big pick there, taking out 2. Looking for more. There's 3 down. Looking for 4. Gets 4. Do I hear 5? Well, the 5th one just fell to their death. So
5th one falling to his death. That's the thing with Jetpack Cat's ult. You basically go in a straight line and you cannot do anything else.
All right, so that was a huge play there with the Nano and
they still have ult.
Havoc. Yep.
And they saved ult. Hazard ult.
Yeah, the Hazard ult. Yeah, why did he saying Havoc? I don't know why.
League of Legends. I don't know.
Maybe. But all right, so they're grouped up. Looks like Hazard's. Here comes the ultimate. Your Mom's Joe does get picked out by Cacto, but going to be looking for more. Looking to take down that cat. But it looks like they're going to be falling back, though. It did not go as well as they hoped. Juggernaut ends up falling, so Marietta will be retreating. But yeah, here's the thing, though. About a minute remaining. Marietta's still up 90-77, so they just got to be able to hang on. Another hook, but it's onto that Hazard. So they're going to be fine, but they're going to have to retreat again. And right now, Juggernaut has Kasune. OPNees has his ultimate ready, so we might see a play here in this fight. They're going to be in. Here comes the Kasune. They're going to be trying to pick up as much as they can from this. Portal Runner does end up falling, though. But two other Pioneers, it's three. OPNees falls. Juggernaut's the only one that's alive. Portal Runner did respawn, but yeah, that was a team wipe. So 27 seconds, and Grand Valley State might be able to snipe this at the end. Marietta is going to have to contest very soon. Otherwise, Grand Valley State is going to take the lead.
We see the swap. We see the swap here to Cassidy. He is playable on both sides or no?
Yeah, so now Grand Valley State has taken the lead. So Marietta is going to have to win this fight and move the robot, and we're getting close to overtime. In fact, they got to control the robot in the next 5 seconds, and a big Deadeye there by Grand Valley State. And it looks like this map is going to, well, it's in overtime, so they're going to try to contest.
As much as they can, yeah, but that's all you get. Valiant effort.
Yeah, so that is going to be a team wipe against the Pioneers. So Grand Valley State is going to take this map.
However, it's not a full cap.
No.
It's not a full cap.
All right, so we'll see the play of the game. That is going to go to Cassidy for Grand Valley State. So let's see the play of the game here. We'll see from both sides.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. So, yeah, that Deadeye right at the end that secured the map win for Grand Valley State. So, while that did not turn out the way that we would hope, this match is now turned to a best of 3.
It is turned. It has turned to a best of 3 as well. But again, I think there's also the cool things, like you saw that wall from Ben that was doing that. They are showing the signs of that as well. We saw Portal coming out with the Nano Blade. Honestly, I'm very hopeful for this because I feel like something is changing. The chemistry is there for the team, and the 2 veteran leaders are going to lead them to the end.
Yeah, so they're going to talk things over, but it's really going to come down to, can they find an answer for that Roadhog? He's landing his hooks just left and right, so Marietta's going to have to find a way to be able to neutralize it. And honestly, I would say, like, the second half, I don't think he was as much as a threat. It was that first half where he was really causing some issues. But what we're going to do is we're going to do some quick map. Actually, they're already doing some picks. So they're banning the hog already. So there's the answer to it. So if you can't beat it, ban it.
Can't beat it, ban it. The next map being New Junk City. I believe this is going to be Flashpoint as well. So a quick one. Speaking of that, apparently quick is the way that we want to do this right now.
Yep. So we're just going to be waiting for the hero ban by Grand Valley State, and then we may be getting into this pretty quickly here.
Yep. So yeah, New Junk City, of course, the pick. New Junk City, of course, is the pick for New Junk City, of course, is the pick for this map. Flashpoint, 3 points, 3 different ways, and again, you were talking about that hog. It's been such a problem, but I also think that by banning hog, they take them out. Wondering how they're going to. Are they going to take away the Zarya again? Actually, I don't think they can do that. I'm not so sure about that, but I'm wondering, what are they going to take away? They're going to take away the Genji, or they're going to take away the...
They're going to take Vendetta.
Possibly, yeah, you're right. They are going to take Vendetta away from him, another bladed character. But you know what? Vendetta's been just a little bit of an issue for both sides, actually. We saw it get good value in the first map, which was Lijiang Tower. Especially with the way that Vendetta plays, her ability to get in and out and tight spaces, especially with New Junk City. Like, that map is very tight. Those flashpoints are very small.
All right, so they're going to be talking things over. We should be seeing ready checks very soon. So I don't think we'll necessarily go into a break just yet, because I think, because with my luck, by the time we go to a break, they'll be ready to go. We'll just be right back and say, psych, no break. We're going to be starting here. So we will be talking about at least a couple things that we see. There's the ready checks right now. I can't even talk about what we're going to be doing in a couple weeks. We're going to do a stream. It's a fundraising stream. Watch our social media channels for it. There's also going to be a team shop. And so if you want to buy like shirts and pants and other apparel, we will have that available in the coming weeks as well. So if you're not following us on Facebook or Twitch or X or YouTube or Instagram or any of our other social media channels, do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Well, all right, ready checks are in, so we should be starting any second now.
Any second now.
I mean, they did press the R buttons. All right, we're going in. All right.
So where are we?
Welcome to New Junk City, folks. As we said, this is going to be Flashpoint, so if you're not familiar with this, think of it like Legion Tower, but you do it 3 times in one map.
And the cap speed is doubled.
Yep. So now we have our first capture point, which we think is going to be over here.
Yeah,
and it will be over here. Okay,
yes,
good.
This is the first one.
All right, so we'll see what composition the Pioneers go with.
Exactly. Especially with Vendetta out of the lineup, this is going to be very interesting. So we're going to see they're going to come in. Oh, Emery!
All right, so talk about what. Oh, never mind. OP swapped his. Yep, OP swapped his Sojourn. We almost had a hype moment there for a second.
Almost had a hype moment.
But yeah, so we're going to see Sojourn. We're going to see Genji. We're going to see Diva coming out for Bean. Yeah, very interesting choice there. And then we're going to stick. Oh no, he's going to bring back the Hazard.
Wow, they're keeping us guessing, guys. Holy.
Yeah, we have no idea what they're going to pick. And then of course we see the Kiriko and the Ana come. Oh no, we're going to.
No, it's gonna be the ring. It's gonna be speed ring, and then they're just gonna speed ring. And
okay, yeah, good idea. Yeah, so yeah, the speed rings, and then swap over to Ana. But all right, so
they have a Lucio and
oh, we want to be careful what we say. But okay, all right, so let's okay, here comes the fight. So they're gonna be trying to get a pick onto Lucio with that speed and health boost. Already getting to there, gets the wall out, and Lucio gets taken down very quickly, although Bean ends up falling too, so it's a support versus a tank trade. But OPN's looking to get some damage. But Juggernaut and Your Mom's Joe does end up falling 3, and the Pioneers are falling, so that is a 4-for-1 there by the Venture. So right now the point is going to go to Grand Valley State first, so Merida is going to have to regroup and find a way to reclaim it, but they're just going to get back into place. Portal Runner on that Genji. Going to be looking for a pick from the side.
Oh boy, this is...
Yeah, so yeah, trying to get some damage onto Lunar, but very tanky for their champion. Talk a little bit about that tank, if you will.
The other two, oh my gosh, I cannot remember his name off the top of my head.
Well, they're in a fight anyway.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Let's talk about this fight, because Hazard taking a lot of damage, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. Open Knees is going to take down the Cassidy. You want to be looking for more. Gets another one, but more trades left and right, but it's just Open Knees and Portal Runner has to fall back. Gets a big hit, but ends up falling. But Portal Runner is going to be able to finish the kill. But now it's just Portal Runner versus Lunar. He's going to fall back. Points at 85%.
Exactly. That's the double cap speed coming in from that Malgua. One of the ones that was added in the next update as well.
All right, points at 99%. Marion is going to be looking to contest, but Bean is already very low, but he's going to get healed back up a little bit. Portal Runner taking a lot of damage. And here comes the ultimate for OP Knees. Bean ends up falling though. OP Knees gets one pick, looking for more, trying to get some damage onto Luna, but is not going to get it. And that first point is going to end up going to Grand Valley State.
Exactly. While we do have a moment here as well, just talking about Malgua. Again, also, you saw how many kills that the Kiriko's got? Kiriko's a support, by the way. Need I remind you?
Yeah. All right, so Mary's going to be going to the next point. It is the first to 3 for this. Yeah, so yeah, swapping over to Diva. The Hazard is just not working for this map, so we're going to see if Diva has a little bit more luck here. But yeah, Cassidy's getting pretty low on health. Going to get healed right back up, but Merida is going to be looking to contest the point. But Grand Valley State is already there, and we see a couple ultimates online, so we may see quite a few ults. There's already a couple ults being popped by both sides. Yeah, the Cage and the Kasuni and the Nano.
And the B.
Yeah.
They dropped the B.
Yeah, it's going left and right. Right now, it's a 3v3, 3v4 actually, but Bean and Portal are the only one that's left. Looking to go for that the Lucio. They do get the Lucio, but they still got to take down that Venture that's underground. Portal Runner extremely low, literally 1.
How did he survive that is my question. How is he still fighting?
Oh, he's just going to keep doing it. And they do take down the Venture, and that's going to be enough for Marietta to take this point.
Yeah. Absolutely nasty, but cinematic work from Portal Runner there. It's kept alive, kept in the fight. Good stuff.
But, all right, so let's just take a look at ults for the Pioneers. Portal Runner does have his Dragon Blade ready. Bean almost has the bomb, but OP Knees almost has Deadeye ready to go.
So, sorry, too.
Oh, interesting that they swapped to the Zarya. So, that's like they're going to be charging in. And lots of names come out, but it does get shield. And here comes that Dragon Blade, trying to look for anyone, but isn't going to find anyone. Deadeye comes out for Cassidy, not going to find anything there. But going to be looking for that Kiriko, very low. Kiriko is fall for Marietta, and so will the supports. But right now, it's a 4-for-2 in favor of the Pioneers. Points at 72%. There's the Diva Bomb, and does get the Zarya. That's a team kill for the Pioneers, folks.
That's a great play there from OP Knees and Portal Runner, getting those, starting off with that little bit of a comeback for the kills, and then Ben finishing it off with the Diva Bomb.
Yep, so now it's at 95%, so I think Grand Valley State is going to concede this point, so Pioneers are on the board. So it is now a 1-for-1. So we're gonna go to the next point.
Exactly, and the other thing with Flashpoint, it's not they happen in the same match, so that's why ults charges are the same way. Oh, and we're gonna see a swap to the Junker Queen as well.
Yeah, interesting that Grand Valley State is swapping multiple tanks, just trying to find something that works.
3 heroes, perhaps.
Maybe. But, all right, they're calling out. They're spotting where everyone's at.
Oh!
Oh, they spotted the potential flank there by the Venture.
Oh, my gosh.
Getting some damage onto Venture. Very low in health. Gets killed back up. There's the Junker. Here comes Deadeye looking to try to get that Junker Queen. See,
He can't get it.
Oh, doesn't get anything from that. That is unfortunate.
There's a nothing burger there.
But everyone's very low in health. But we see your Mama Joe and Juggernaut trying to keep everyone alive. But OP Knees does end up falling. Being very low in health is going to get healed back up. But your Mama Joe's going to fall. But right now it's 2 in favor of Grand Valley State. Portal Runner is going to take 1. Bean Hun's going to take another. Juggernaut's fall. So will Portal Runner. So it's just Bean that's left in this fight, trying to continue contesting. Going to lose the Diva Mech and going to end up falling. So the point is going to go to Grand Valley State first.
Yeah, staggered though.
Yeah, that stagger is going to be rough. So they're going to have to regroup. We do see a couple ultimates coming up. Nano is ready for Marietta. Kasune's just about ready. And almost a Diva Bomb and Dragon Blade. So we'll see if they end up using that next. But we do see a couple ults ready for Grand Valley State too. We will not say which ones right now, but gonna be ready. The points already at 30% for Grand Valley State. Marietta's gonna be looking to charge in. And here comes the Kasune. So there's that charge. There comes the beat.
The beat has been dropped.
So right now Marietta's just trying to take out as much as they can. All right, they're looking for Lucia. They're calling for Lucia. Diva Bomb is online if they want to use it, but they're going to fall back. And they're going to take down Venture, who tried to flank from behind, and Marietta did not fall for that. So now they're going to be rotating around, being very low on health. Going to lose the Diva. Actually going to pop the Diva Bomb at the last second as a way to get some space. Portal Runner is going to take down the Sojourn in the process. And here comes a couple ultimates. There's Dragon Blade, takes down 2, although Junker Queen is going to take down OP Knees. But another Blade kill by Portal Runner, already down with, taking down 2. Looking for more, takes down the Junker Queen. That is 3 for Portal Runner, and Marietta is able to take the point back at 99% for Grand Valley State.
Exactly, doesn't even need a blade to finish off the kill there. Of course, the classic from the veteran player, Dragon Blade, love to see it.
All right, so Marietta's going to fall back a little bit. So they're going to be ready for a big fight because Grand Valley State wants this point because then that would put them in the lead. So Marietta's got to be very careful not to give up any picks. They're already going to be spotting someone. Yeah, they're calling runaway. They're going to be falling back. And here comes the Sojourn Earth ult from the Grand Valley State. Venture ult's going to become, and that's already 2 down for Pioneers. There's 3. Grand Valley State's found the opportunity they need to get the picks, and they're going to be jumping right onto this point. Marietta's going to try to contest it as much as possible, but Bean is going to fall, and it's just Portal Runner that's left. He's going to try to retreat. Can he get away? Yeah, he will be able to get away, but they will lose the point, so it is now 1-2 in favor of Grand Valley State.
Though they lost the point, they are up in the alt economy. Your Mama's Joe and Juggernaut and Ben are very close to getting those ults back.
All right, so Marietta's going to be heading for the next point, which could be the final point unless Marietta is able to claim it. It's going to be ult lock in 20 seconds. So they're just going to be looking around, trying to scout and see what they can find. They spot out the Junker Queen, so they know where people are at. All right. The point's about to come up in about 6 seconds, and but Porter Runner already gets picked off before the fight even begins. That is not the start that the Pioneers need right now. Venture's going to be looking for a possible flank, and Marietta has to fall back because they lost one of their DPS, so they may have to concede this point at first and then try to take it back. Yep. Yeah, so they're going to be rotating around. We do see a couple ultimates almost ready for the Pioneers. Already a lot of damage onto that Venture, but Venture is going to get away. Or not. Porter Runner is going to be able to pick off the Kiriko instead.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But a big hit onto Porter Runner, is going to climb up to try to get away, but is going to fall to the Sojourn. But looking to get going very low on health.
Let's get away.
Yeah, they get some damage onto Venture, is going to drill away, but we see the Kasune coming out. OPNees gets one. Merritt is going to try to use this opportunity from the Kasune. Oh, Real Mama Joe's going to take down Venture, so that's already 2 down on Grand Valley State. There's 3 down, so Marietta does have the advantage. That's 4. Can they take down that? They will get the team kill. They will get the point back.
Good stuff there.
All right.
The good team kill from there. You can see them. They still have 2 ults up. The only ult the Grand Valley State has is that beat, which has been problematic. But hey, we have the Ana Nano.
All right, so Marietta is going to have to be very careful here because Grand Valley State has the point at 67%. If they win another team fight, that might be enough to take this point and the map. And they're already charging it. There's that beat that you're talking about has been used. So Maritta's got to stay alive during this. A lot of damage, but OPNees and Juggernaut have already fallen. Yep. So they're already going to be trying to get some damage out, but right now it's a little scattered. Your Mama Joe has already fallen, so Porter Runner falls, and it's just Bean that's left. Already loses the Diva mech and will end up falling, and Grand Valley State is going to be retaking the point. Now, Dragon Blade is up, so you could go for a Nano Blade, but Marietta has to move fast. Points at 80%, and it's right now 2-1 in Grand Valley State's favor. If they take this, it will be the map. So Marietta has to move quickly. Already at 90%. So they're going to have to be moving. There's the Nano Blade coming out. Can Porter Runner make a pick? He does get get 1. He's looking for another. Gets 2.
The deflect!
Looking for the Kiriko, but he does not get the Kiriko, so it's a 2-for-1 right now. Deflex is going to fall, but Venture getting a huge pick onto the Pioneers. And that is going to be the 3rd point, and Grand Valley State will take map 3. So we'll take a look at the play of the game. So it is going to go to Kiriko for Grand Valley State.
You know, for all you guys that are watching live right now, Kiriko is a support, by the way. That is supposed to be the class with the least amount of health.
But we're just seeing a lot of picks from the those knives that she has.
Yeah, the kunais. The kunai, yeah.
Yep.
The kunais definitely do what they do, and that's the difference between Ana and Kiriko. Ana is a hit scan, where Kiriko actually has that critical headshot multiplier, which does make a difference.
All right, so the teams are going to be talking things over about what map they want, what's going to be the bans. And what we'll do here is we're going to take a quick break here, maybe about 5 minutes, just to give everyone a chance to get up, stretch their legs, use the restroom. So don't go away. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, and welcome back. We are about to start the next map here. We've already got the pick. It's going to be Eichenwald, and Marietta has banned Kiriko, and Grand Valley State has banned Genji.
Of course, with that ban with Kiri, both of Matt and I were back here. We looked at that and we were like, "Oh, really, Kiri?" But it's also because we're banning that because of the way that Grand Valley plays the Kiriko. You saw how problematic it was. They banned Genji here, but that also means that guess what's on the table? Vendetta.
Yeah, ready checks are coming out, so we're about to start any second here. So just waiting for them to go in, and they're saying they're going in. So we're going to be going here on map 4, Marietta College versus Grand Valley State. Let's hear that support for the team. Their backs maybe to the wall, but they are not out of this by any means. Just one good map here, and we're going to be at that best of 5. So we may end up seeing all 5 maps here. We want to see all 5 maps in this case.
See all 5 maps, yes.
So this is a hybrid map. If you're not aware of how this works, there is this vehicle here we call the payload, which is why this is called Pioneers and Payloads, everybody. So the objective here is the whoever's on offense is going to be trying to capture this payload, and once they do, they will escort it for the remainder of the map.
Exactly. And you can see those 2 little scores up at the top, the percentage and that time thing. So it's more of the percent of how far they go. So we're gonna actually start out on defense first, which is a better position to start out on. Openees is gonna pull out the Emery. Juggernaut's gonna go back to his signature with that Moira, and Portal's back on Vendetta. But you can also see the percentage of the time. That is how much time it takes for them to get there, and that is also how much percentage they have. So at any point, this time, right, if they only cap 1, if they only get this, and then the Pioneers hold, it's however much time they have. But if there is no cap, all the Pioneers have to do is just get the objective to 1 tick.
Yeah, it's kind of like in football when into overtime, you want to start on defense first because then you know what your win condition is. So Marietta is going to be looking for some quick picks here. They're going to see that Echo in the air. Not going to see a Roadhog this time, but we're going to see a Sigma as tank for Grand Valley State. And we're going to see some damage going out against Pioneers. Already several very low. Openees is going to fall back a little bit, looking to get some damage on the side, getting some damage onto man, why can I not remember everyone? Bastion. But Bastion does get a pick onto Portal Runner. Bean's going to get some damage onto that Bastion, getting it very low, but it's going to have to fall back. But it's a 1-for-1 trade. Does get the Echo.
Yep. Oh, and gets the Sigma as well.
Yeah, so that's already 2 down. Marietta is going to be holding very well. They want to try to at least stagger as much as possible. They want to eat out this clock. They want to prevent Grand Valley State. A nice pick there by Bean once again. Openees getting another pick as well.
And you can see that right now as well. Our own Stout Vessel, who is currently on the bench right now, he plays that Bastion. You know how powerful he can be. Emery, the best way that we can describe him right now is John Halo. He has the grenades, he has that secondary pistol, and again, Wu Yang on the other team is another one of the supports that was recently added. But now we're gonna see a swap to the Ramatra.
Yeah, so they're trying another tank swap. They're seeing that Sigma is not doing what they need. So they're going to be going around, and Openees is going to spot it. They're going to fall back. They're going to be prepared for it. Portal Runner a little low on health, but he's going to get healed right back up. He's okay. No panic, everybody. No need to panic.
No need to panic here.
But they're going to be falling back. They're calling out the Bastion. They're going to be looking to try to take him down. There comes the wall by Grand Valley State. 2 of the Pioneers have already fallen, but Ultimate comes out by Openees, trying to get some damage from the sky. Big hits onto everyone. Does get some down, but he's going to get eliminated as well. So right now, it looks like Grand Valley State is going to start taking this point and going to be able to capture that payload.
Exactly. And of course, you saw the Emery ult there. He has 2 light rounds. He has as many light rounds as you want, and then 1 heavy round. And of course, there's the configuration artillery coming out. You're going to have to watch out for that.
That's actually an interesting choice to use that at that point.
It might have been what we call, I think everybody who's here live, that's what we in the business call a fat finger.
We will take those, though.
Take those.
All right, so Marietta is going to try to see if they get some more picks, and they want to try to prevent this payload from moving as much as possible. We already see Openees taking down 1. Portal Runner looking to get some damage as well onto that segment. Very low in health, and Bastion ends up falling. And they call out the Echo, who takes down Openees, but Marietta is not going to be able to take down the Echo. They're going to be working their way around. Yeah, so they're going to be... Actually, I'm not so sure what they're going to be doing at this point.
And actually, whenever they're off on the point will start to slowly move back as well. Forgot to mention that.
Yeah, but they do have one person on it right now, and we're going to see Coalescence coming out from Juggernaut, trying to get some damage, and there's the Ramattra looking for that annihilation. Lots of damage going out, but Portal Runner is going to end up falling.
There's the Wu Yang ult as well,
Yeah.
the new one. They're going to try.
Yeah, so much damage going out with that, and they're going to be moving that payload. Juggernaut does get one, but actually he's going to get two as support ends up falling to the Echo. But now we're going to see Grand Valley State continue to move that payload, getting closer to that next checkpoint. 3:13 remain. And Marietta's got to look for some big play. They do have 3 ultimates ready to go. OPNees almost has his race, so they almost are at 4. So can they utilize their ults on this next fight?
Exactly, and you can see that position that Portal is playing with. He knows what he wants, and they're just going to wait for the Graviton Surge. There goes the Immortality Field from the Baptiste. But Portal Runner's going to get 2 there, and that's how you do it. That is exactly how you do it, folks. That is how you deal with this Ramattra, and Portal Runner just not ending there. And it'll be OPNees to finish up the fight. Finish the fight. You call him John Halo because he's the Master Chief.
So that was an unofficial team kill there, everybody. A huge play right at that checkpoint. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain, and Pioneers still have 2 ultimates ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Portal Runner does swap over to the Sojourn. Interesting choice there. OPNees gets a little bit of damage, but he's fine. They're looking for a pick onto that Echo. They're looking for that hit scan to try to keep her in check. They're calling it out, but Your Mama Joe is already fallen. Mariette's going to be looking to try to avenge that death. We do see OPNees take down one, but he does fall to that Echo. Can Marietta hang on to this? Juggernaut's going to take down the Sojourn.
Yep. This is.
And a big pick there by Portal Runner, but Juggernaut is going to fall, but Lunar is coming by, but very low in health, has to fall back, but his ult, yeah, so looking to get some damage onto the Ramattra, and a big pick there by Portal Runner.
Exactly. That is why you heard he used form. He used form. When Ramattra does not have form, he's pretty much a squishy, and this is why he swapped to this. OPNees again with those little grenades as well.
Yeah, 1:30 remains in the round, and as Magic Ninja said earlier, if no one is controlling the payload right now, because right now it's just Grand Valley State, we see it moving backwards. That makes it just a little bit harder for Grand Valley State to get the payload to the checkpoint. So it rewards Marietta for being able to hold on. 1:13 remains, but it looks like we may be seeing a potential big fight. We do see Your Mama Joe's ult is ready to go, so we'll see if they find that orbital ray. There comes the annihilation coming out, but we do see Bean the Hun taken down, but Portal Runner gets 1 kill, but Juggernaut falls, so the supports are down. OPNees looking for a pick. Portal Runner falls, but so does Your Mama Joe, and so it's just OPNees that's left. He's got to fall back, and Grand Valley State is going to gain control of that payload.
Yeah, Juggernaut almost.
Yeah, Coalescence is going to be ready. Sojourn's ultimate is just about online for Portal Runner. 40 seconds remain in the round. Marietta is going to be looking to try to prevent him from taking this checkpoint. If they get this checkpoint, they will get more time on the clock. Coalescence comes out already, looking to try to contest. Yeah, the window comes out for Grand Valley State, looking to get a pick from behind the scenes, but there's the Immortality Field. But a couple picks there. Quite a few falls. There's the overdrive for Portal Runner, looking to get a pick, and he does get that pick. 2 fall. Bina Hunt is going to fall, so it's just that Ramattra that's left onto the point. Can he take him down? Going to be in defensive mode. He does get that kill.
Holy cow.
With just 4 meters remaining, Marietta hangs on.
I don't know what it is about this team, but they always keep it down to the smallest meterage. And
It's not over yet. They are going to be contesting. Echo is onto the point. They do get the pick on the Echo. It is overtime. OPNees popping his ultimate to keep them off the point. So it's not over yet. They are staggering. There's the ball coming out. So Marietta cannot relax yet. OPNees gets booped. So Marietta has to be careful. They need to get this ball under control. They do get it down. Yes. Overtime is still ticking. Will they hang on? They will hang on.
Yes! And that's how you do it, folks. OPNees, again, with that huge bit on there. And the final pick coming from Portal Runner. Chief, what are you doing with that weapon? Sir, finishing this fight.
All right, so here's what this means, folks. Marietta knows the win condition. They have to get to that checkpoint because it was just like inches away.
Yeah, literally inches. You can see literally inches. Look at how close that is. It's going to come up in a second. Once that round timer goes down to 0, you're going to see where they have to go. It is literally inches from that next point.
So pretty much if Marietta can get the payload to that checkpoint, we will see a map 5.
You are going to see him at 5.
All right, so we'll have to see what composition Marietta does. I mean, that's going to be a huge confidence boost for them to be able to hang on. Yeah, it's just right at the point.
And you can see that line right there on that sun for all of you watching live right now. Oh my god, that is that literally a thumb. Literally my thumb.
Yeah. All right, so looks like Marietta's going to be going with the same composition that they had before. Oh, a very interesting choice from Grand Valley State. We're not going to say anything about the composition just yet. We do not want to reveal any information. We want to preserve competitive integrity.
Amen. Oh, right.
I do not like the way you're
But,
looking at me.
all right, they'll be starting in about 8 seconds here. Folks, if you think the Pioneers can take this and get to map 5, let them hear your support. And here we go, the next round coming.
Coach Games, we love him.
All right, so Marietta's going to be heading over and see if they can capture the payload. Portal Runner going to be going in, does spot the grenade. It's going to fall back a little bit, does see the echo. And putting out a bunch of damage. Now they see that Roadhog. They're going to see if they can find an answer. They get him very low. Yeah, a lot of damage going out. Your Mama's Joe's going to get a pick onto the Pioneers. So will the Echo fall. So that's already 2 down. Although Portal Runner and OP knees end up falling, the Marion's going to try to take down this Brigade. Can your Mama's Joe do it? He will take her down.
Oh, okay. So that's also why Emery is very difficult to play against. You just saw that kill feed light up.
Yeah, so it was a great kill, but everyone else died.
Yeah.
So everyone's got to regroup. They're going to try this again. 3 minutes still remain.
Yeah, 3 minutes on the first.
Yep. All right, so a little bit of damage back and forth. Looking for that opening, throwing out the grenade. They got to watch out for those hooks.
They got to watch out for that Wu Yang bubble, too.
Yeah, they're calling it. So Portal Runner looking to get some damage onto, and your Mama Joe's already fallen, so Portal Runner's going to fall back. Going to be looking for charge onto the Roadhog, getting some damage out. OP needs takes that one, but Portal Runner's going to end up falling, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. We see Bean having to fall back a little bit. A lot of damage going out. 2:25 remain. Marietta has not been able to find the opening they're looking for. We do see Coalescence almost online for Juggernaut at 92%. Oh yeah, and we see Opinies has his ultimate ready to go as well. So we may see a big play here by the Pioneers. And they're going to be trying to get onto this road. They're actually going to rotate around. And the Hog is slapped, and they do take him down. That's going to be the opportunity. Coalescence is coming out by Juggernaut, looking to take down the Echo, and they do get the, and quite a few going down, and all that's left is the Echo. Can they get the Echo?
Finish it.
And they do get the Echo. Marietta's on the payload.
Can I borrow that gun? OPNs, holy cow, he finished that fight for sure. Great teamwork, and now they have 4 minutes to get it to that checkpoint.
All right, so right now they're going to be pressing forward. So what's happening is one person's going to stay behind, and the rest of the team's going to try to buy as much space as possible to continue to push that payload. They got to just keep pressing forward as much as possible. 4 minutes is not a lot of time.
I mean, to put this into perspective, a round of Rainbow Six Siege is 3. Look at how quickly that clock goes down.
Yeah, and already a 1-for-1 trade. Portal Runners goes down, but Your Mama's Joe does take down one of Grand Valley State's support. Your Mama's Joe takes down 2. Being the Hun does end up falling, so right now it's a 2-for-2. They're going to be falling back because their tank is down. Juggernaut takes a lot of damage, but he's going to get healed back up. It's fine.
Portal. Panic yet.
He tried to leave up there, did not quite get it.
Yeah, the Genji.
But they got to get pushing that payload again. But right now the payload is uncontested. So they got to find an opening to keep moving forward. But all right, now they're continuing to push the payload. 3 minutes and 9 seconds remain. Portal Runner looking for an opportunity to get up there, does not get it. His ultimate is online. We do see Gravitron is almost ready, but Your Mama's Joe does get taken down. And there's a big hook there by the Roadhog. 2 have already fallen for the Pioneers. OP Knees takes a lot of damage, looking to try to get a quick pick, but does not get it. So that's already 3 down for the Pioneers. A little bit of staggering. Marietta's going to have to fall back. They got to find an answer here. But they do see a couple ultimates about to come online. Portal Runner's ultimate is ready. Bean's ult is just about ready.
Rally's online as well.
Yeah. So, and there are a couple ultimates ready for Grand Valley State too. So Marietta has to be mindful of it. We're not going to say which ones they are. But Marietta needs to utilize these ultimates that they have because they got to find the picks. They got to be able to move that payload because it has been stagnant for about a minute now. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remain on the clock. So that time is right now on their side. And they're looking to try to get some damage onto that Roadhog. They do see the Groundhog coming out. And can they find the opportunity? But Beanhunt gets a lot of damage as having to fall back. And Marietta is very weak, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. They looking to get that Echo very low, pops the ultimate just to stay alive and get some health back.
And yeah, so the way the duplication matrix works, the ult builds a lot faster, and you can see it. There's the ult, but it's gonna be denied by OpenEase.
Yeah, they were able to take it down before he was able to utilize that ult. So it's great. About 1:45 remains. Marietta has to continue to push that payload. They're about a little over halfway through, so they've been able to make some progress on the payload.
That's more like it.
And they still have 3 ultimates ready for OpenEase, Juggernaut, and Your Mama's Joe. So we need to find an opportunity to utilize the Coalescence to push forward. We need to utilize that Nano to be able to get some damage out. And here comes the ultimate from OpenEase.
Nano as well.
Yeah.
Oh, they're trying to get their.
Yeah, he's going to take down the Brigade. So that's 1. Looking for more. Gets a 2nd. Looking for a 3rd. Does he get the Echo? He does not.
Yeah,
It's a death from the grave. Portal Runner going to be looking to take down another one, getting some damage out. Gets a big pick.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't matter. It's still absolutely ruthless. Doesn't matter if it's Vendetta or Genji. He'll find you. 3 people on this point. This could not get closer.
Yeah, less than a minute to go, and they are pushing. They are pushing very hard. If they can get to the next minute, Juggernaut is going to fall. Looking for a pick from behind, so they got to be careful here. A lot of damage is going out. Bean is going to fall, but OpenEase is going to take down 1. They got 42 seconds, and they are very close, but OpenEase is going to fall. There may be time for, I think, 1 more fight. Juggernaut does have Coalescence.
Yeah.
So right now, Marietta's ult economy is in okay shape. OpenEase is going to be swapping the Tracer just to try to get back to the point quickly. They got 26 seconds. They got to move really fast if they want to get to map 5, because if they do not do this, it is going to be the match for Grand Valley State. 17 seconds remain. So they're going to be pushing forward. Your Mom's Joe takes a lot of damage. That is not what you need before the fight starts. OpenEase is onto the point, trying to push. Coalescence comes out, looking for that push. So they're trying to need to fight onto that payload. Yeah, so they are on the point, but they are extremely low on health. It is overtime. Mary needs to win the fight.
They got it! They got it! They pushed it! No way! Okay, so what happened was Grand Blue, I want to say Grand Valley State C9, which is a term when they walked off the point when they didn't want to. That is about as cinematic as you can get. We're going to map 5.
Play of the game, though, does go to Lunar for Grand Valley State, so we will check out that play of the game.
Wow!
So big picks there, but it does not matter. Marietta was able to confuse Grand Valley State enough to get him off the payload. OpenEase was able to push, and now we are at map 5, ladies and gentlemen.
Map 5 on the cards. Couldn't get any closer than this. And you just see the veteran leadership, Portal, and Juggernaut, and technically Juggernaut. Portal.
He's
Juggernaut,
a senior, so he's a veteran.
Yeah, he's a veteran. He's been here the longest. But you can see that. And of course, we cannot forget about Your Mama's Joe. He is having an amazing night on support. Generational numbers, over 20,000 healing.
And you know, for folks, I did say earlier on today that this was going to be a pretty close match, right? I did say that. So, I mean, I told you. All right.
Don't do that.
But
Come on, man.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break here because I mean this next map is for everything. Whoever wins this will take the match. So we're gonna take another break, and then when we come back, we will come to the 5th and final map of this match. All right, and welcome back. We are at the 5th and final map. It is going to be Shambali Monastery, so it is going to be an escort map. So it's a little bit like hybrid, except you don't have to capture the payload at the beginning. The payload is just right there, and you just move it. And we're already getting the ready checks in. So any thoughts before we go into this?
Yeah, really, it's more of just like the bands as well with Sojourn and Cat. Jetpack Cat and Sojourn are out of the equation. Obviously, we've seen how good Marietta is on these hit scan characters. Sojourn just is kind of like Mira on Chalet with Rainbow Six. It's kind of like a target ban. So if it's banned, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, Soldier's out, cool, move to the next one. But with Shambali Monastery, it's a very interesting map. A lot of cover to play around on that second point. And a full cap here would be insane. So make some noise, guys. This is map 5. We are going all the way. So let's get this going in right now.
Yeah, so here we go. Ready checks are in. They are ready. We are ready. So here we go. 5th and final map. This is it. Whoever wins takes this whole match. And as a reminder, if the Pioneers take this, they are guaranteed to move on to the NECC divisional playoffs.
And actually, it's kind of starting in our favor as well. We are starting on defense.
Which is interesting because, well, Marietta did win, so they got to choose a side. And as we saw it with Eichenwald, being on defense does give you an advantage because you get to know what your win condition is when you're on attack. So if you have a strong showing on defense, then it wouldn't take much to win. But we're going to see some interesting picks here. So, yeah, we're going to see that same composition the Pioneers used for Eichenwald. We have some interesting picks for Grand Valley State, but once again, I'm not going to say anything about who they are because we don't want to reveal anything to the team. Although they do have their headsets and they do have earbuds in the headsets, so they can't necessarily hear us, but just in case, we're not going to say anything.
Yeah, and all I'm going to say about that is a lot of new faces from Grand Blue. I keep saying Grand Valley.
Grand Valley State.
It's not, this ain't Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. It's
No.
Grand Valley State.
Yes. But yeah, so I mean, I would think that Grand Valley State is going to be trying to look for ways to throw off the Pioneers, or there might be a lot of rotating as well. We saw that as well. But yeah, so we see with the Widowmaker, they were looking for a very quick pick. It's actually pretty common for hybrid and escort maps to try to go with Widowmaker to try to get a quick pick, but we do not see that. But we already see them pressing onto the Pioneers. OPNees has to fall back, taking a bunch of damage. And very low in health, but OPNees looking to try to get some damage onto that venture. And Portal Runner's going to finish off, but 2 of the Pioneers end up falling though, so it's a 1 for 2 in Grand Valley State's favor. And Portal Runner's going to end up falling, so Grand Valley State is going to be able to push that payload without too much trouble.
Exactly. And again, one of the other ones that they're playing is that Grand Valley State is playing Freya. Excuse me, Freya. You can see that. You see that little bit. The only why Portal Runner died was because of one of the abilities. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, so Meritta's going to have to regroup. So right now, Grand Valley State is pushing very hard. So Meritta's going to have to try to find an answer, get some picks, and see if they can hold the line a little bit. We do see that shield coming out by Lunar, looking to throw a grenade over there. Big hit there by OPNees, already at half health. Portal Runner was, yeah, OPNees extremely low on health. But yeah, he's still very low. He can't really do much until he gets healed back up. He's going to find a health pack, so he's going to be able to get back into the fight. Portal Runner's already at half health, so right now Grand Valley State is just laying out the damage onto the Pioneers. Portal Runner does end up falling, so right now it's a 4v5 in Grand Valley State's favor. Your Mom Joe's going to be able to take down Lunar, so that's going to tie it up a little bit. So Marietta may be able to use this to kind of stall the payload, but Juggernaut is going to end up falling. So Meritta's going to have to reset a little bit, but Ben is looking for some stuff. Going to take down the Venture, and we're going to see a couple going down, but it's trading back and forth. Can they get this last person? Portal Runner does get that kill onto the Kiro, but he's going to end up falling. But Grand Valley State is going to get that first point, and that's going to add some time back onto the clock. So now they got 4 minutes, 28 seconds to get to that second point. So Marietta is going to have to re-strategize. They do have a couple ults about to come online, so we're going to start seeing some Qs being pressed probably in this next fight.
And again, you can see that with the shield, the dominant no shield right now is what the call is right now as well. A lot of new faces on this roster from the takeover.
Yeah, because I mean, Grand Valley State is looking for a win. They're going to look for some kind of different composition so that Marietta might not be maybe a different strategy. And we do see OPNees popping an ultimate, but we do see some ultimates coming out for Grand Valley State as well. OPNees looking for an opportunity. get some damage out, but it's a 1-for-1 trade right now between DPS and support.
That's not much you can do there.
Yeah.
Portal got one with the late sniper.
Yeah, he's trying to look for something, but he's going to have to kind of rotate around, looking for a flank from behind. And here comes Coalescence from Juggernaut, looking to get some damage out, but does not finish him off. Gets him very low, but it's just not enough. With that, the cage comes out. Juggernaut does end up falling. And now we see Portal Runner trying to get some damage, but dies as he was using the ultimate. And right now, it's been all Grand Valley State. In this case, another unofficial team kill for Grand Valley State, and they're going to be able to take this second point, and that's going to add more time to the clock. They got over 4.5 minutes to get to this last leg of the map. So now we see OPNees kind of swapping out characters. Yeah. So they got this last bottleneck here. So Marietta needs to find a possible pick. But right now, Ben is already low in health. He's going to get healed back up. Does have the Graviton ready to go. But here comes the Kasune coming out. Marietta needs to be able to capitalize on this all. They do get one. They get two. Do they get more?
They get more. How about... I got like secret here.
Well, at least they push them back. 4 minutes remain in the round. And they do get Venture about half health. So they're going to fall back and try to defend the payload. So it was a good push. I mean, they were able to make the stop.
They're able to make the stop. And again, much like Hybrid before, when it's not being pushed, it's being pushed back. It's forward, it's back. That's kind of how this works.
All right, so Grand Valley State is now back onto the point. You want to be contesting it. A lot of damage coming. There comes the Gravitron. It's a 2-for-1, though, in Grand Valley State's favor. OPNees is also going to fall, and so will Juggernaut. So that is another team wipe for the Pioneers. So Grand Valley State is going to be cruising along, already halfway through this third leg with plenty of time to spare. There may be one more fight before Grand Valley State is going to be able to take that third point.
Yeah, exactly. And again, they swapped the comps this one more brawly comp, because that's kind of what is going on right now. You can see it right now. I mean, he's looking for that bow shot as well. So it's not like they can still do this. Let's go, guys.
All right, Venture is getting very low on health here. Juggernaut also getting pretty low, but does get picked off. They are calling out for the Freya, trying to take it down. So right now, still a 2-for-1, though, in Grand Valley State's favor. Popping ultimates left to right. Kasune comes out for Grand Valley State, but right now, it's several going down. It's another team kill for Grand Valley State, and they will take that third point.
Again, actually, but a Portal probably would have been able to sway that round if he did not get hindered by the Mitsuki right there. Again, Mitsuki is one of the new supports that was added with the Talon takeover. It's a very technical support, much like Zenyatta. So it's very situational.
All right, so here's what's going to happen in this round. So it was not an ideal round for the Pioneers because Grand Valley State made it all the way, but if Marietta is able to get the payload all the way to the end as well, we'll get into overtime rounds. So it's not over by any means, but Marietta is going to have to be able to do the same thing that Grand Valley State did and get that payload to all three of those checkpoints. So they do know what is needed to be able to stay alive in this match. So their backs may be to the wall, but they are not out of this by any means. So everyone needs to give them your energy, give them your support, as they are going to be going through this fight right here.
And all the cards are on the table, gentlemen. Dig deep. Let's get this done.
Then how are you with rescue missions?
All right. So we're going to see, it looks like a Diva is going to be coming out for beating the Hun this time.
And I think that this is going to be another way to counter the Mitsuki, to counter that Kiriko, and also to counter that Freya because of that defense matrix.
All right, so we got about 10 seconds. So Marietta is just going to be going right for that payload. Watch for any early picks. Make sure they know what they need to do, so let's just see if they can do it. All right, looking for a quick shot. Not able to land on anyone, but that's all right. They're going to start pushing that payload. Getting a little bit of damage out. Yeah, right now they're just waiting to see where everyone's at.
Tagging, calming, making sure everybody knows where everybody is.
All right, there's that defense picture a little bit. Those are already chained for being very low on health.
Yeah, barely getting out of his life.
I'm here.
Yeah, but we'll be able to stay. So everyone's still up. So, Portal Runner's literally looking for a pick from behind the lines. He's going to be jumping in behind. Does he get anything?
Oh, that was a huge Suzu.
Yeah, but was not able to get anything. Probably several of them are very low. Bean's going to be looking for a pick. Your Mama's Joe's going to take them down, but he's going to end up falling himself. There's that defense as well from the Domino. Going to be trying to get some damage out, but not going to get enough. So Bean's going to have to fall back. And Juggernaut's going to fall very low on health, but was not able to stay up. OPN's going to get one, but the rest of the Pioneers are going to be falling. So now they are staggered. So they're going to have to fall back. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remain in this round. Everyone has respawned.
Stakes
But-
could not be higher.
But they are going to have to be pushing here because time is not on their side. We see Bean's ult is going to be up a little bit, but OPN's has at about 83%, 88 now. Going to be looking to try to utilize that ult as soon as it comes online. Looking to try to get a little bit of damage onto that Lunar, but Porter Runner swaps over to the Genji to try to get some more out of it, getting a bunch of damage, but Juggernaut already falls. Your Mama Joe's going to take down one, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. And OPN's gets a whole bunch of damage out. Kiriko is going to end up falling. So right now, one DPS support down. So Marietta is going to be able to utilize this to push that payload.
And by the way, you saw that right there. And also tagging out damage as well. Along with that, Juggernaut and your Mama's Joe, they're having a generational night tonight.
But right now, they see that some are in that building looking for an opportunity. Ben's ultimate is online. It's going to get chained. But looks like they're going to be charging in. Flying up, trying to, looking for possible picks. Kiriko is very low on health. They're going to be trying to call stuff out. Porter Runner does end up falling, though. And we're going to lose the Diva Mech. But OPN's is going to take down Lunar, gets the health back, gets the Diva Mech back online. Your Mama's Joe is very low on health, does get taken down, though. So trying to get some damage onto the Mizuki, but it's just going to get healed right back up. And it's going to lose that Diva Mech once again. So, and it's going to get picked off. A minute 10 remains. The payload is very close to that first checkpoint, but they're going to have to fall back and regroup. Not a lot of time left. OPN's does have his ultimate. Porter Runner is about to have his ultimate. So Marion is about to have 4 ultimates online for this fight. And this is going to be critical to win because they got to be able to get this next checkpoint if they want to stay in this match. Porter Runner's looking for a pick from behind. Is going to get the juke. Gets the deflect as well. They're going to be contesting the payload. But Juggernaut is going to end up falling, and so will Porter Runner. So 2 are already down in this fight. And we do see Orbital Ray and OPN's ult coming out, but more Pioneers are falling left, right. 30 seconds remain. Diva Mech is going to end up falling, and OPN's, and that is going to be another reset. 23 seconds. They're going to have to try to book it as fast as they can to get to that payload. I don't know if there's going to be enough time. But yeah, 10 seconds remains. So they're going to try to push over. 5 seconds remain. They're going to try to touch onto the payload. And we do see Bean is on top of it. Puts out the defense matrix. Kasunes are coming out from both sides. 1 or 2's already fallen, but Your Mama's Joe is going to end up falling. Dragon Blade coming out, gets a pick. That's already 3 down. But then I say it's not over by any means. Now they just got to get this Domino under control. OPN's going to take down Venture, and Marietta controls the payload while it's in overtime. Can they get Domino taken care of? They take down the Domino.
Yes!
They get the point. They're still alive.
Can we have some breathing room back in the production, man? Our hearts can't take this, but we're still going. We're still chugging. Let's go, guys.
My voice is already shot, but it's worth it.
It's totally worth it. Hey,
All right.
life of a caster. What can we say?
Yep. All right. So they were able to get the point, but you see, there's not a lot of time on the clock. 2 minutes remain here, and they got to be able to push that payload all the way to that next checkpoint within the next 2 minutes. We do see the Diva Bomb ready to go. OPN's almost has his ultimate ready to go as well. So they just got to be able to keep pushing that payload as much as possible. They got to keep just winning team fights left and right. We do see Bean trying to get a little bit of damage out. Does fall back with some cover to get healed back out. Your Mama's Joke does get picked off. That's not something you want to see right now.
They're isolating the sports.
Yep. See, Bean's going to try to get some damage out. Gets the defense matrix. Just trying to prevent those flanks. But now we see Grand Valley State is in control of the payload at this point. And OPN's and Juggernaut end up falling. So Mary's going to have to regroup. And again, minute 25 remains in the round. Venture's going to be looking for a possible pick. Leaps up into the air. Doesn't find anyone. Well, yeah, so they're going to be grouping back up. But now we see, 2 ultimates are ready for the Pioneers. So we're going to see if they're going to be able to utilize this on the next fight. The minute 8 remains in the round.
Yeah, Bullet Shot and Diva Bomb. So this is going to be an interesting engage, especially with the Mitsuki and Domino.
I was about to say, even in a closed space like this, we do see Bean being chained here. And Portal Runner gets taken out, and so does OP Knees already here. 2 DPS are down. Marietta has to fall back. They just cannot be able to try to get any other stuff from this. Juggernaut's already gonna fall, so that's already a pretty bad stagger. 40 seconds remain, and Marietta's gonna have to group up. And they are able to use OP Knees ult, but not getting a lot out of it. So they might just only have Diva Bomb ready for this fight. So they do see the Venture. They're going to try to get a pick onto the Venture. Getting very low. They do get the pick onto the Venture. That might be the opportunity that Marietta is looking for, but they got to get onto this payload. 17 seconds remains in that round. So, now, yeah, there is the Mizuki ultimate. Marietta has to be mindful of it. Your Mama's Joe is going to end up falling. 7 seconds remains. So Marietta's got to be on the payload to continue to contest this. Otherwise, this match is going to go to Grand Valley State. So it's now going to be, here comes the Blade in overtime. There's a Blade pick. There's a 2. And we get more. A third Blade. Do we see 4? Venture is onto the point. He's actually going to follow back. Marietta is going to be pushing the payload. OP Knees gets Mizuki down. And this might be what Marietta needs.
Please, man.
Yeah, Portal Runner was chasing down Venture. I don't think he's going to get it, but does get him away. Can Marietta get the payload over to this last checkpoint? They're still in overtime, so they're going to have to be able to claim. Venture's going to go right onto that payload. So there comes the ultimate from a nice big hit by Portal Runner.
Yes.
Orbital Rays coming out by OP, right? Your Mom is Joe, and another pick.
Yes,
Marietta gets the point.
Team wipe. Oh my gosh, that is a team wipe, and we are now still alive, everybody. 1 minute and 20 seconds remain. Oh my gosh, this is insane.
The Pioneers do not know what it means to quit, guys. They are fighting with overtime here. If they lost that fight, if they got away from the payload, it would have been GG, but they have hung on, and now we're at the last leg. 1 minute 2 remains, so there's still not a lot of time on the clock. OP Knees ultimate is about to come online, and we do see some ultimates ready for Grand Valley State. Marietta has to get to this point to get to the overtime rounds. Already getting a lot of damage onto the Venture, and Kiriko's a little bit low for Grand Valley State. Portal Runner's going to be looking for a pick from behind. Not going to find anything. He's going to dart away, get some cover. Bean's going to be falling back as well a little bit. They got to stay alive. Portal Runner get low, but he's going to get healed up. Here comes the ultimate from OP Knees, looking for some picks, getting some damage out. Portal Runner is going to end up falling, though. Shots are being fired. A big hit there by OP Knees, but not enough to finish anyone off back. He's going to go down. 20 seconds remains. But Juggernaut's going to take down one, but Juggernaut's going to fall for the Venture ult. But yeah, the points are very close. Diva is going to end up going down, and it's just literally inches. 10 seconds remains. Can anyone get to the point within the next 5 seconds? I don't know. Portal Runner is going to try. Wrecking Ball's going to come out, and Portal Runner is on the payload, so it is overtime once again. But your Mom is Joe is going to be down. OP Knees is onto the point as well, trying to recall and heal back up. Your Mom is Joe. OP Knees is going to end up falling. Van is going to be using Wrecking Ball just to try to delay as much as possible, but he's getting extremely low, and there's no support. He's going to end up falling, and that's going to be a team wipe, and Grand Valley State is going to take this by the sliver of their teeth.
Wow. That is all I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's go to the play of the game here, and it is going to go to Freya on Grand Valley State. So let's take a look at this play here. But
all I have to say is just wow.
But with that, the Pioneers will end up falling to Grand Valley State. I have to tell you guys, I mean, despite that outcome, that was one of the closest matches I have ever witnessed in my career as an esports director.
That is about as close as you guys can get it. We were so caught up in casting, we didn't even see the fact that they were pushed so far up. But wow, that's all I have to say is just wow. There's no other way to say just wow.
Mm-hmm. All right, so as far as playoffs go, we're going to have to take a look at the standings. So right now, both the Pioneers and Grand Valley State will be 3-3. So we're going to have to so there are tiebreakers that determine if the Pioneers will move on to the playoffs or not. So we'll have to take a look at round differential. So what we're going to end up doing here is we're going to take down the stream. But for the stuff at the live event, we're going to stick around for a little bit to give the players a chance to kind of talk to the audience a little bit. So we will let you know on social media if the Pioneers still able to advance to the playoffs. So as I've said before, and I will say it at least one more time, for all the latest updates of what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us here on Twitch, X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Shout out to all of our supporters. Shout out to all of you for watching, whether you are online on Twitch or if you're here in person. We do appreciate your support so much, and we hope you enjoy your evening. Have a good night.